In this video we are going to talk about a beginner's guide to writing a wedding ceremony scripture. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to Best for Bride YouTube channel for future updates. The most memorable day in a couple's life is their wedding day. You undoubtedly want everything to be perfect on your special day, from the meal to the decorations. But the script for the wedding ceremony frequently gets overlooked in the chaos of planning everything. Even while drafting a ceremony script is a horrifying thought in and of itself, it is made even more terrible by the pressure to execute it flawlessly in front of numerous guests. But don't worry, whether you choose a traditional wedding ceremony or an unconventional one, the advice in this video will help you create the perfect wedding ceremony script for your ideal day. What is a script for a wedding ceremony? Wedding ceremony scripts specify what you and your loved ones will do and say during the ceremony. Your wedding ceremony will have the framework it needs and become a treasured occasion thanks to a hand. This is why having a script in place well in advance of the wedding day will offer you plenty of room to improvise and to customize the ceremony to your exact specifications. You can go for an essay writer with the finest rate who will assist you in writing it if you are having trouble getting the script ready and the deadline is drawing near. Why is a script for the wedding ceremony important? A wedding is a private event where all of your loved ones are present to witness your union. Every aspect of the ceremony, from your officiant speech to you saying your vows to one another, will serve to remind the guests of their relationships with their loved ones. Those who are single would experience the power of love and desire to make room in their lives for a significant other. This is what attendees at a properly prepared intimate wedding ceremony experience. We're not arguing that being open about your special day would be a complete disaster. A planned ceremony, however, will only enhance it. Therefore, you must begin writing your ceremony script in advance if you want to make your wedding day one of the most unforgettable ones. Readings for weddings. Every wedding already has a predetermined structure with some room for customization. The minister's sermon, your vows, and toasts made by your friends and family are the areas where you can inject a little flair. With the right script in place, you can give everyone in attendance a good time and allow your guests to experience a range of emotions, including joy, laughing, and sometimes happy tears. Below are some excellent recommendations from vow writing experts from a paper writing aid agency to assist you in creating a memorable wedding ceremony script. How do you write the ideal wedding ceremony speech? Sketch out the rituals. Each wedding has its own set of customs. There will be a number of required procedures, regardless of whether you both identify as religious and are arranging a religious wedding or choose a more contemporary service. Explain the schedule for your wedding day. It will assist you in identifying the situations where a script would be necessary. Begin early. Even though it would seem easy to write a simple ceremony script, it's not. Before deciding on one, you would shred a lot of papers and throw a lot of them in the trash. You should therefore begin your study as soon as possible. Consult your spouse, close friends, family members, and the wedding coordinator. To create the best ceremony alternatives and gather ideas to suit your partnership, look for inspiration online. Speak with your wedding officiant. A marriage officiant should have sufficient expertise marrying people, whether or not they are a religious leader. The wedding officiant might be consulted to see if they have a template you can utilize. A pre-written outline will help you to save a lot of time and effort. If your officiant is a friend of yours, you may need to advise them on a variety of matters, including what they should say during the service. It's not simple to express your emotions in front of everyone. Nevertheless, it is also important to express your feelings for your future life partner. Your wedding ceremony must include vows, and it takes courage to express your sentiments in writing. Thus, you must set aside some time to prepare your wedding vows. Be sure to express your feelings for your spouse in your writing by writing from the heart. You might also mention your expectations for the future as a couple and how eager you are to start this journey. Organize your day. Your visitors would come from various regions of the city, the nation, or even the continent. It would be nice if your wedding ceremony was organized so that your guests could make travel arrangements accordingly. The wedding day schedule can be printed out if you choose. Your guests won't know what to expect, especially if you have a bespoke wedding. Their sense of involvement and preparedness will increase if they receive a printed invitation that includes the wedding schedule and timings. Aid attendees in networking. The focus of the wedding ceremony should be on the engaged couple. Don't let your visitors feel left out, though. The audience should be considered when framing each speech at the ceremony. Children and the elderly might not be able to relate to your stories at all. Make it as straightforward as you can while relating your stories to your guest. Your audience can feel the depth of your relationship by hearing some anecdotes from the past. While raising the toast, the best man and bridesmaid can share relatable stories about the couple. Include the visitors. Even if the couple is the main focus of the day, if the guests aren't engaged during the ceremony, it won't be very memorable. They might snore and wish the ceremony would conclude sooner if the writing is uninteresting. However, telling a few amusing stories or making people laugh will save your ceremony from getting a bad rap. Additionally, it's crucial to engage your audience in what you, the officiant, or the other participants have to say. Prior to deciding, read to someone. Once you've finished drafting the script for your wedding ceremony, having someone else listen to it will help you determine how well it flows and will be received by the attendees. There's a chance that some of your remarks won't be understood by the audience or that you'll use unpopular anecdotes. You won't be able to resolve anything by yourself. This is why it's so important to seek a second view. You may also hire a qualified professional to review your script so they can suggest ways to make it more captivating. What happens during a typical wedding ceremony? The following components would make up a traditional wedding ceremony script. However, you can change it and create customs and rituals based on your religious beliefs to make it more meaningful. After all, today is a fantastic day for you. Processional. The ceremony opens with an entrance song. The bride enters and makes her way down the aisle with her father during the wedding processional, in most cases. The groom is then given the bride by the father. After the bride enters, the celebrant moves on to welcome everyone present to witness the beginning of a wonderful new era in the life of the bride and groom. The celebrant also expresses gratitude to everyone who helped the pair. The officiant may now say a few wise words on marriage and how it is more crucial to weather the storm together even when the love appears to be waning. They might share their opinions on marriage, its significance, and how it marks a turning point in your love story. Readings. If your wedding is religious, your friends and family members may stand to read their favorite passages from sacred texts or other works of literature, as well as the officiant. Readings are frequently done with the idea of the enduring nature of marriage in mind. Exchange of vows. At this time, the officiant addresses the couple, asks you to read your vows to each other, and may recollect a few details about the pair if they are a friend or relative. If you and your partner write your own vows, they will reflect the sanctity of your love for one another and will therefore carry greater sentiment. Ring exchange. The rings serve as a representation of your marriage. You declare your love by making calls on each other's ring fingers as directed by the officiant. Final words and proclamation. At this point, the celebrant pronounces you man and wife and permits you to share your first kiss as husband and wife. If your wedding is religious, blessings and prayers are said to mark its conclusion. Last words. The most romantic achievement for two individuals in love is getting married. So it only seems sense that every bride-to-be fantasizes about this day and hopes for the ideal wedding. But if you plan beforehand, you may make this day the most wonderful day of your life. Follow the advice given above, and don't be afraid to ask a professional for assistance. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, please subscribe to our channel, Best for Bride for future updates. And visit our website www.bestforbride.com.